Hello everyone, my name is Kenton Chance of iWitness News, and I am in 20 Hill, a small community between Rillen Hill and Penniston. And over the last week or so, 2 weeks or so, I have been working on some reports in this area. One which I released on Friday the 3rd of November, and the other one that I hope to release soon. And it has to do with this road that I'm driving on, but it also has to do with a quarry that is operating in this area. Some of you might remember that from around 2010, a story began emerging about Leon Big Samuel and his mining operation on lands that he owns at Rabaka. And the government took some steps that essentially brought that operation to an end. And since then, Mr. Samuel had been protesting. He's taking legal action. But when I was invited here by the residents of the community to look into the situation of the road here, I went to visit a mining operation, a gravel extraction operation that is taking place in this community. I had visited it just one time before, and that was 8 years earlier. And I was really surprised at what I saw. And so I decided to call Mr. Samuel, Leon Big Samuel, and to invite him to come down here to take a look at the mining operation that was taking place and to compare it to what he had been doing when his permission was withdrawn. So it is from there that I pick up this story, and I invite Mr. Samuel to give his views on what is taking place here in comparison to what he had been doing when he was stopped, he was prevented from mining. So this is Mr. Leon Big Samuel, and we are here at this, it's a quarry,
Yeah.
6/19 on Independence Day. Mr. Samuel, well, I came here yesterday, and I told you about it, and I told you maybe you should come and take a look.
Yeah.
Because when I look at this and what I saw when I visited your place in 2012, that's when I visited after your mining permit was revoked.
Because it was revoked in 2011.
Yeah, but I was overseas at that time.
But right, you was in Taiwan studying at that time, yeah.
But tell me, what is your opinion based on what you see?
Well, Kenton, I could give the history of this place because I remember when those days I was one of the leading heavy equipment operator in this country. And I was given a job by deceased Nicole Sylvester, lawyer Nicole Sylvester, to do some excavation work on this same piece of land here. That would have been almost 30, I believe it's almost 30 years ago now, because that was long before Ralph Gonzalez even get into power that I did this work. Based on that time Gerald Thompson used to be, I don't know, but I saw Gerald Thompson a couple of times came along here with Nicole. And they're the one who would have given me the job. I could even quote the figure that I would have charged them to bust the road and bring in the road and everything. I think it was 20 grand, 20,000 I had charged them to do. And started and basically cut off the whole top of the mountain, level it to set up a house. And Kenton was stopped by Bernard. You're talking about nearly, I believe, Kenton, it can be less than about 25 to 30 years I'm talking about when here. But when I came here, Kenton, this is the first I came back here since then. Eh? When I saw this morning, I couldn't believe it. Because the reason why I couldn't believe it, Kenton, is that I know that we were thrown off, beaten off.
When you say we, who do you mean?
Well, my company, Bigger Trucking and Blocks Construction. You know what I mean? Was beaten off, thrown off of our own property at Rabaka because we were doing similar extraction. This what we have in here this is an actual gravel pit. But at that same time, when we were taking off the hill, I realized that there were gravel there. But the gravel that we took off the top of the mountain at that time, the first time, was the brown gravel. This is one here, Kenton. This is a grayish color looking gravel. The one that we were taking off was something like this, but it was more brown because it was up to the top. But it's the first I ever come and see the actual grey gravel here, because I know some gravel is here, but the same kind of gravel, but I didn't realize they had this grey one here too. And what is amazing, Kenton, is that in this extraction pit, like there's no control, no environment, no control at all. You know, because we had lost our permission to mine and our license and everything. Yeah, our question was shut down and the like, decommission, all those kind of, you know what I mean? A real hatchet job was done on us. But now I came here 25, 30 years later and see this. This you could see this is out of, this have no control. No control, no regards for any environment or anything. I'm wondering if these people somehow, Kenton, only see and hear and know about certain individual. When I said that, what I actually mean is that here is a concern. This is a concern right here. Because look at the depth. They go and look at the depth from up there to down there.
How deep do you estimate it to be?
Estimated, based on what I know, Kenton, we're talking anything over 200 feet in drop. Yes, over 200 feet. And this is not exaggerating. You pull a tape line from the top, or a surveyor instrument, and down into the deepest part of the hole there is over 200 feet. And how this could allow to happen without, I'm not trying to put anybody out of a bread, but it's the privilege that some people can enjoy on their own land in a country. I didn't want to go down 200 and 300 feet at Rabaka. What I was doing at Rabaka, Kenton, is all I wanted up there was to make a site flat and level enough in an area where we could have set up our black making center. Because that was the whole idea now, was to turn Rabaka into the black making center.
How far down had you excavated when the government came in and expressed concerns?
12 feet. 12 feet in some area, and here we're getting 12 feet because we were allowed to go 10 feet, but here we're getting 12 feet because of the topography of the lands. You could not have gotten a flat all the way through. So you might have found, okay, then when you're going down, even though you have a standpoint, a main standpoint level, you might have gone down like 12 feet in certain areas, even up to 15 in some areas because it got that kind of thing, because it wasn't flat. But our intention was to grade back the land to bring it, because we didn't want to go down too deep, because the whole idea was to set the property to take a proper black making site. So going down 15, 20 feet, that wasn't in our interest. It was just to get a level base.
And are you still in court with the government over that matter?
That is the only matter we have been able to get. We deliberate, and it was deliberate. I think with Kenton, I always say to people that those that for me that we did with the shutting down of the environmental, those are just for me a distraction. But I always say the day they touch our lands, that is when I was going to land them in court, and that did, and so say, so done. And I tell you, I like the way King Council, I trust me, he's a strategist with me. And we decided, okay then, so the day they touch the land, so yes, Kenton, that is what is in court right now. That the land issue is what is in court for right now. Just waiting on the registrar to give a trial date. That's all waiting on, a trial date now.
I understand that a lot of the stuff that are extracted here are being used down at Sandals.
Oh, okay. Because I was a little bit I was wondering, okay. What is, as you could see, it's good fill material. And I'm not going to say anything about it. If look at this, you could see the largest particle. If you really, and like they have a field, like they have a machine up there that they could run it through and take out like these bigger ones. Okay, so I just said wrong with the material. For me, if you build on a back wall, you need to have something like this because you want something that is granular. That, you see, and this is the kind of material that they will say that I was doing that could hold cause ponding. This can't cause no ponding, Kenton. So this is really good fill material. So if you want to make sure that, and if you want a fill material, the water go through easily, this is a good fill material. This is not going to cause no kind of ponding like what they said. It's similar to Rabaka.
But some people,
the texture and this is Rabaka.
The residents in the area, they're expressing concern that with all this water coming through this chasm that is opening here, it could create problems for people who live down on
further down. Exactly. Because as I said, they're going to cause ponding. You're going to let the water flood through like a strainer, you know what I mean? So they have to set the concern can be justified.
So how do you really feel, well, seeing something like this and you were stopped from doing your extraction.
Kenton,
And this is a residential area.
okay,
And
Kenton,
Rabaka was not.
was out of the way. That was out of almost under suffering. Kenton, to be honest, when I came here, when I get the call, I tell me to come down here and do place visit here. And the time I was coming down here, I decided to know what I'm gonna get down here very early. And I am very, very, very surprised. When I came and I saw this, it hurt me. It hurt. You know what music it hurt, Kenton? You could see there's no program. There's no mining extraction program here. This is where they just go and they have to basically dig without any control. If you go back to Rabaka right now, as you speak, you can see how Rabaka was cut. Rabaka was, as I said earlier, it was done in a uniform manner because we was trying to create a flat surface to set up our black plants. And I say plants, and I say plant, I say plants because it's on more than one. Okay, because that, as I said, up was going to be the black making center. That is where you could have come and get your aggregate, and the construction material for your block construction. And that is what is really, when I saw this morning, it really shocked me. I mean, because as I said, I know the site. I'm the one who walked here 25, 30 years ago. I couldn't believe what I saw here. Trust me. And so the people down there, they have right to be concerned because let me just take a peep down inside the Kenton. Look at the depth of this thing here. This going down, and this notice. I doubt they're ever going to find solid rock down there. Well, maybe I don't know if you have anything down there underneath this, but the way you're going, like you're getting more and more gravel as they go down. So obviously, so the water just gonna flow through, and you're gonna end up down the road. So the people justifying when they're saying, but Kenton, I'm very, very hard to see that this could be happening in this country for so long, and without any kind of check and balances. And all I wanted was just to make an honest living and to produce quality material and service to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's all I wanted. I didn't want anything more, Kenton. I didn't want nothing more. But this is really, trust me, you know what I came to? Somebody have to hate me beyond measure to allow something like this to continue and shut me down at Rabaka. People go to Rabaka, you're not going to meet nothing. The highest, let me take it from that surface there to here, to this place where we're standing here, that must be the level there. There's about 10, 12 feet. No big back, nothing. And that is really amazing. And Kenton, here again, one of the things that they shut us down again for is that they said that because we are walking on top, machine could break off, collapse. You could imagine a machine go up top and collapse on top of that? Not a soul never even get a scrape to ever have to go to the hospital at one of the health facility in Georgetown, never at our site. But they shut us down and said that that what we are doing that's dangerous and machine could collapse under the weight, the bank could collapse under the weight of the machine. And I tell you, it's real hatchet job. And watch here. This is done without no control, no regard for anybody else. This is just done. The only piece of land, and they just have a license. This one, this dig gravel. And now we call the name of Sandal. You don't know this will continue. Because as long as this material going at Sandal, all of a sudden, St. Vincent now belongs to Sandal. So you know, and you know the kind of support Sandal is getting. So anything at all is material with Sandal. So anything at all could happen because it's material with Sandal. So maybe I needed to have an alloy like Sandal to set. If I had something like that at Rabaka, maybe I would be able to be up Rabaka operating until now. But this is really this happening, and it's really painful. Trust me, because it's 13 years on, Kenton. 13 years. February next year going to make that me and my entire family and loved ones is suffering. Painful, people, it's painful. And people might say, because strong is not to do with strong. Is that I believe that the supreme being, the creator, will fix, will fix my problem. It will get fixed. And as I said earlier, with the issue, it is in the court now, and I know we are going to come out victorious. No if and but, it's about that. We are going to come out victorious. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting, Kenton. I'm just waiting.